and welcome back to Nelson All Over Cards. Today we're going to be talking about two brand new Star Wars Unlimited cards coming out in the upcoming Shadows of the Galaxy set. I get to unveil two new Wookiee units today. Now, in set 1, we had a Chewbacca leader and a Chewie Cunning unit, and in set 2, we've already gotten many new cards to build out that Wookiee family. So let's just dive in and talk about the first one, Fugitive Wookiee. Now, this is the cheapest Wookiee that we have seen so far. At a 2 cost, this Cunning unit sports a 3/3 stat line. Now, this is really solid. Right now, this is on par with Battlefield Marine, which has seen a significant amount of plays in set 1. And it has one less aspect icon than Battlefield Marine, which means that it's a lot more flexible and can go into more decks than Battlefield Marine can. But the Fugitive Wookiee does come with a slight downside. They have a bounty, which means that when the unit is defeated, your opponent's going to get a reward. The bounty on this Wookiee states that your opponent gets to exhaust a unit. Now, I think this is a pretty slight downside, especially if you can maintain control of the initiative early game, because you're going to use this to take out a unit before you put another target on the board for an opponent to exhaust. Sporting that 3/3 stat line, you're going to be able to control units or just make sure that it leaves play when you don't have any ready units for the target. This does get a little bit harder to dance around once we progress to the mid or the late game, but I do think that this is going to be a very solid early game card. So that's the first Wookiee. Next up, we have another inexpensive Wookiee, the Wookiee Warrior. This is a 4-cost heroism unit with a 2/5 stat line, but that's not all. It also has grit, meaning that it gets +1/+0 for every damage counter on them. And then when they are played, if you control another Wookiee unit, you get to draw a card. Now that we're getting more and more Wookiee units in the game, this is going to be easier and easier to trigger. We have the Fugitive Wookiee that we just talked about. That potentially could still be around when we're ready to drop a 4-cost Wookiee unit. We have Gentle Giant in blue as Vigilance coming out in this next set. We have the Warshear Tree Tender, I think I'm saying that right, in blue as well. And then Tartful can all benefit from this ability. Those are the new ones. So with these two new Wookiees, we get to complement the rest of our friends. We're going to actually have a Wookiee that can drop every single turn from turn 1 to turn 5. We have Wookiees that cost 2 all the way up to 7. And now I really want to try this. I want to be working and trying to drop a Wookiee every single round. Building out this tribal deck sounds so incredibly fun. I want to bring out Chewie on 7 resources to command the battlefield with Tartful and have all the Wookiees and the Wookiee Warriors and everything leading up to that epic 5th turn. So what are you thinking about these two new cards? I know I am super pumped to try them out. I'm going to be looking and building that Wookiee deck. I thought I was going to be building a Rey deck as my first set 2 deck, but now I'm kind of looking at Chewbacca because he looks kind of fun. But yes, thank you so very much for hanging out. If you want some high quality versions of these cards that were revealed in this video, that link is going to be down below. Feel free to grab that rather than just clip the video. It's going to be a nicer quality, and share those far and wide. Thank you so very much for hanging out, and until next time, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.